which I'll be playing on a hardest difficulty because I hate myself. There is no achievement for playing on Grandmaster. I just have a kink for hurting.
Valueless.
I knew I wanted to 100% this game the day it came out, but my PC was looking kinda... So I avoided spoilers for 2 years and got a new PC, and a monitor, and a headset, and a mouse, and another monitor, and a keyboard, and a quarter-life crisis.
I've been waiting for this. For 200 years!
It was worth it, homeboy. I was addicted to this like a fat sack of crap. Jedi Survivor has a total of 53 achievements, 13 are story related, 1 is missable. I'll take a wild fucking guess on if I missed it. I did. Twice. I get my first 2 achievements on Coruscant. Rooftop Duel for absolutely steezing on Ninth Sister.
Masana! It's time to set you free.
And for Saw Gerrera for skedaddling off the planet once the heist goes to shit and all but me and Bode are killed. We then go to Kobo to prepare the Mantis because Cal pulled his pilot license from a fucking vending machine.
Hell no, man, what the fuck?
While making my way to the cantina on Kobo, I get "Can you pet the bugling" for petting a buglin.
Thank you.
I get to the cantina and I meet this clown.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number 1 bullshit guy.
I then mess up his friend Zeke.
Ben, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
And then I educate Ravis.
Next time you want to pick a fight, you go through us.
You say to me, you little shit!
I finally get to talk to Grease, earning me grab some seed for talking to the owner of the Kobo Cantina. And I get "Hey, look at us" for dripping out Cal, and then I decided it would be fun to fight a Rancor for 30 minutes. I went to the forest array to free Dagon, aka the Jedi, which was a big boo-boo because he's been sipping stupid potion for like 300 years.
Oh my god, no way!
I kick his ass pretty easy though, and he runs away. Fucking chicken. I'm granted the past-made present for releasing the so-called Jedi. We then head over to Jeddah to meet Seer, and we end up traveling with someone who's paler than me. And instantly after my first cutscene with Merrin, I get achievement number 7, Survivors Readapt, for traveling with a Night Sister. I fight a Skritten, looking like the fucking Charger from Left 4 Dead, and an ATST. After cuddling with Merrin through the night, I get Among the Masters for meeting Seer again, who is bald now, and Eno Cordova, who is not dead, apparently. Anyways. We then meet Cage, who introduces bounties.
Oh, nicely done!
We can now take down bounty hunters and trade the pucks at the saloon, which unlocks my next achievement. Who gives a fuck? Puck. For obtaining my first bounty. Shortly after, I also get They Never Saw It Coming for killing 20 unaware enemies.
Hello?
I then fight Tark, the captain on the hill, who is pretty annoying. I mean, the shit where he turns his saber off should be a bannable offense, man. Bench him for the rest of the season. I got a handle on him the second time around, though. I got a few other achievements in between the Shadowed Moon and going to Jeddah again, and honestly, half the times my achievements was not even popping up, so I'll just list the ones I got for you. Some 30 minutes later, I get Mirror Match for making a confused enemy kill one of their own kind, and cleaning up for flushing the toilet. Also kitted out for customizing BD1, the blaster, and the lightsaber. Oh yeah, I forgot, Boat gave me a gun. On the Shadowed Moon, I fought a Magna Guard, who I died to. And right after, I fought a Steam Door, which I also died to. I mean, fighting Darrow was low-key easier than the door. I was missing the footage for this, apparently. So, greasy money for trading 25 collected items. I get now this isn't pod racing for traveling 500 meters on creatures, and while Cordova works on the devices we gave him, Merrin and I go to help out the hidden path. And for me, this is where the game really picks up, story-wise at least. Not that this video is really about that, but you know, it's hard not to talk about. We defend the hidden path and shit just flies absolutely off the rails. We fight a giant fucking spider droid. It was metal as fuck, okay? I earned for the path for protecting those weird dudes, and Skywalker for flying, basically. I then fight a lot of droids with Boat to rescue our own droid called C. We're then met by Dagon, who I fight for 2 fucking hours.
What is that, Flurry?
this time I got him. He keeps hitting me, man. Motherfucker! What the fuck is that? Fuck! Okay, for real this time. I got him. I got him now. No! Or maybe I'm just stupid. I think you get the point. Let's just skip the next hour. It does hurt a little bit when I'm gonna have to probably take this boss fight again. I was never worried. Nope. Easiest thing I've done all day. Yep. Absolutely the easiest thing I've done. As you can see, I got him pretty easy. Then he runs away again, and I get a well-earned fix. Feeling cocky, I pick another fight immediately. I then become one with the Force, and oh my fucking god, if you thought 2 hours on Dagon was bad, try fighting Ravis for fucking 4 hours. Like, I'm not kidding, I have 28 gigabytes of Ravis on my PC and it's not even porn. Yeah, I got my ass kicked, I ain't posting that. I mean, they had no business giving him regen in the second phase.
Yeah, I had to fight some nigga in the bathroom, no homo, we slipping on semen, got that nigga out of there, all that shit.
Pushed the guy into a cannon at some point, and I got catch for hitting 3 enemies with a single roller mine. And also, another epic boss fight.
44 caliber handgun.
I was then chasing Dagon in the clouds, and it was beautiful up here, man. Absolute cinema.
Oh my god!
I fight Ergust fisting Ravis. Yeah, you heard me. I get riposte, whatever, for parrying a pulled enemy.
Get your ass back here, boy!
I then fight Dagon again, who at this point has kinda outstayed his welcome in my book. It only really took 10 minutes though. Anyways, I get the compass and the achievement. And a +1 to my KD. All is looking good and we get to go to Tanalorr, but you just know that when scenes like this shows up, shit's about to get wild. And it does. Bode is a fucking rat and kills Cordova.
But what the hell, bro?
He then tries to escape on a speeder. I chase after him. The Empire is coming for us. I catch Bode. He's also a Jedi. We get in a fight. I lose the fight.
What he did was he tried to make it, so he slammed.
I respawn as Seer, and I get to play as her while Cal is AFK. Before we move on, I just gotta say that I really love this part. The way that you can tell that you're playing as a Jedi Master through the gameplay is such a nice touch, I think. Seer's parry timing, for example, is much more forgiving, and her fighting is more refined than Cal's. I just think Respawn knocked it out the park with this one. Naturally, my fucking dad shows up, and he's bigger, meaner, and blacker than ever. Wait. I mean, this whole fight was just very epic, man. It was crazy. And then suddenly, it wasn't very epic. Textbook storytelling, Seer dies because she's the mentor, and no mentors can ever survive in anything. So all hope is lost. Done for my achievements though, because I got one of those. I took some time to do some other stuff, since I had a feeling the game would be coming to a close soon. So King of the World, and fighting a DT sentry. I then go to Nova Gaddon to find the compass that Bode stole. Anyway, Bode escapes. People do be doing that in this game. Cal throws a fucking tantrum.
My crew. Cordova. Fear!
Jesus Christ.
And then once I get off planet and Cal chills the fuck out, I get at the something I can't pronounce. Yep, for surviving Nova Gaddon. We find another way to Tanalorr and we chase Bode.
Oh, he going so fucking fast, nigga! Yeah, what?
Of course, Bode refuses to back down. And this fight went very smooth for me. 0 issues. Yeah, it got pretty frustrating, and I get that this is more of an emotional fight, but Bode, after having just fought Vader, seems, I don't know, kind of like a step backwards in a way. Like any good movie, the hero does win in the end. I'm the hero, by the way, just to make that clear. Bode presses F2 on the surrender vote, however.
Say goodbye to your kneecaps, chucklehead.
And that was basically the end of Jedi Survivor's story for me, other than an emotional cutscene and a monologue from Cal. I just gotta say, man, fuck, I love this game. It was amazing to play through. I had so much fun, and after a long, hard fight, achievement number 27, a place you could call home. However, my work was far from done though. I started off with some easy achievements. I'm tired, man. There is no try for lifting a ship. And only a minute later, Han slow for defeating slowed enemies. Into the Abyss should have popped earlier, but decided now was fine. I mean, this is just peak performance right out the gate. The Jedi pass for upgrading 3 skill trees.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Yeah, Roadhouse, dropkick with a model. Number 33, reconnaissance, for using BD1 to look at a target, which I never realized was even a feature. I played some hollow tables like I was fucking Magnus Carlsen. I was missing the last 2 opponents though. I took my frustrations out on an Echo.
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
Which injected some dopamine straight to my central nerve system. I found T1 somewhere, which enabled me to get my last 2 wins and Gambler for beating them all. And also T1 was apparently the last person I was missing for my cantina, so max capacity. If you came here hoping for some big spectacle about how long this boss took, I hate to disappoint you, because it only took 10 minutes.
Over here.
Defeating the spawn of Octo means I get a presence I've not felt since for wearing the poncho. And all of these achievements show up at the same time. It's one of the issues that still remain after 2 years, where they only pop up after you go into skills, among other issues. At some point around this time, I also went through the Piconi Caverns. Pighead? I don't know. That name might as well just be Unbreaking 3. I fought a Rancor down here, which was another legendary enemy. There's an achievement for killing them all. Oh, I also got into a fight with 3 fucking bounty hunters at once, and it was only later I found out I could have killed them individually. About as fun as sticking my dick in a box of nails. Luckily, I don't dance around, and I did kill them all, and once I had found every chest and force echo in the caverns, I got It's a Trap for exploring the caverns, and also presumably while I was down there, I also got Slam Dunk for slamming 5 enemies at once, and Get Down from there for attacking 20 lifted enemies. As I said, there is no way I can really be sure when these popped up, but I was actively trying at this point, so it's my best guess. Cobra Cal was just for putting on a headband and attacking a dummy. Star Tours was one of the more grindy achievements, finding and completing every meditation chamber, which honestly wasn't really very hard, it was just a bit tedious doing them all back to back. In between, I also had a small encounter with another legendary enemy. But yeah, big dog. Star Tours, pretty easy, pretty simple, mostly just time consuming. I then found out that gardens take time to grow, and I decided to go pick some of the flowers to just get started on the rooftop garden. I started growing my 10 different kinds of sasa on the roof of the saloon like any normal person and left them for later. And I don't know about you, gamer, but I sure kinda wanna hit some stuff now. Hello, bounties! So I did all my bounties while my garden grew. It's a perfect balance of destruction and creation. On my unholy crusade to get my first bounty, I got so uncivilized for being a cowboy. First bounty was the other half, which makes 0 sense because the half did not show up until 5 seconds later. This part of the video sure isn't very peacekeeping of me. Man, I wiped out a small town. When I eventually returned from my war in Afghanistan, my Sasa was done growing, and I got growth spout. Back to war. I guess war never changes. This got pretty repetitive, honestly. That didn't, though. Of course, when I returned, I found out that Cage only helped me finding the bounties so I could rack up my own bounty, and she could collect. That dumb bitch. Nevertheless, we got beef now. I gotta hand it to her, though. It was pretty smart. Shark Tank would have loved that one. Big Daddy Boba then shows up. While murdering so many people was fun, of course, it was also for a higher purpose and a greater good. That being achievement number 45, Cage Match. To be honest, I forgot perks were even in the game. Perk of the job for using all of the slots. Also, would have been nice earlier to have perks, Dust, you fucking doofus. I decided to find the last of the fishes for the aquarium in the cantina. And man, Scuba just shows up in the weirdest places in this game. Bam, he's in a cave. Bam, an Imperial base. Bam, in my mom's bedroom. Anyways, number 47, scuba diving for filling the aquarium at the cantina.
Pretty good.
Next on my list was all the legendary enemies, which probably would have been harder if I wasn't already maxed out. I mean, most of them are just enemies I've already fought before. So, like, Monkey Boy, Bigfoot, and Magna Guard, Bakugan, TikTok Guru, and in the end, my mortal enemy, the Skridden. But this time he's got 100 headshots and he has a gold camo now. In the end, it earned me 2 achievements. I unlocked Precision Release, which I'll be needing for another achievement, and by counting with my fingers, I found out I had to find every priorite shard in the game to buy everything from Doma's shop. And it was a fucking nightmare, man. Worst achievement in the game, easy. But I do be hating myself, so I went out and I got him. And also, Rancor. I got my 10 releases. Not that kind of release, you sicko. I get 0 of those. And if you're just like me and you can't find the last shard you're missing, check the forward control center. That's where I found my last. And it's very hard to see on the map. It's on Kobo, I promise. All of this got me splurged for buying everything in Doma's shop. And the last 2 achievements. In this case, the last achievement before I have to restart the game to get the one I missed. Blood, Sweat and Tears. This achievement requires you to beat all of the force tiers in the game. Some of them are harder than others. Undoubtedly, some of the hardest ones, at least on Grandmaster, is the double Rancor fight and Octo Bocto and the spawn of Octo at the same time. I think it's pretty safe to assume that Octo Bocto and the spawn of Octo took maybe 1.5 hours, 2 hours. I found that one extremely difficult. The Rancor fight wasn't too bad, half an hour maybe, and the rest of them I didn't spend much time on at all. It's not worth showing them all to you. If you've played this game, you know how tough these fights can be. And yeah, it's safe to assume that I spent a grand total of maybe 4 hours on all the force tiers in the end. I still want to mention though that this one with 150 droids was extremely fun. Very chaotic, but it was very fun. This jumping puzzle force tier would end up being my last force tier. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it because it's been such a long time since I've actually played this. I got all of the achievements a while ago. It's been months now. This video just took me a long time to make. Anyways, Blood, Sweat and Tears, ladies and gentlemen. Completing all force tiers. And now, for the final achievement. The achievement that requires me to restart the game. It was not anything crazy fulfilling or a wildly epic way to get the last achievement. It was simply me who didn't use Bode or Marin to assist me in combat 10 times. And that's all I had to do. I just had to walk in, fight 10 enemies with Bode, fight 10 enemies with Marin, and that would be the end of it. And in a wildly anticlimactic way, I ended Jedi Survivor the same way I started Fallen Order. By killing a Stormtrooper. And that's it. There's no big boss battle, no grand celebration, nothing crazy. Just over 70 hours of gameplay coming to an end.